Welcome to this short accessibility assessment of the White Mountain Library. In this first slide, you are viewing the outside of the library of focus for this assessment project, the White Mountain Library in Rock Springs, Wyoming. The library is a small rural library serving both the people that live in the town as well as the surrounding smaller towns, most of which do not have libraries. The library serves a population of about 15,000 people, and the library's mission statement says that the library seeks to improve the lives of community members by providing free access to a large range of information sources and services. This assessment seeks to find out how the library fares in terms of providing information services to persons with disabilities. This short assessment will attempt to answer the question of what technologies does the library make available to enhance access for persons with disabilities to all resources that the library offers. The indicators used for the assessment represent a broad range of different categories and tools, including both traditional formats as well as web services and software availability. The library does well in many areas of traditional formats for persons with disabilities. In this slide, you are looking at the library's audiobook collection. It covers major subjects and genres and is one of the highest circulating parts of the collection, used mainly by aging readers and library users who struggle with varying degrees of visual impairments. The next slide shows the library's large print collection. It has a significant number of titles, but falls a bit short in the nonfiction part of the collection, and a recent patron suggestion regarding the low number of large print items in the science fiction collection has the library now focused on building this aspect of large print. The next slide shows a picture of the library's Braille collection. The Braille items are only found in the children's department. There are no Braille print books found in any area of the adult or young adult collections. The next part of this assessment will take a look at computer-driven technologies, which also serves as the category of accessibility tools that needs the most attention at this library. But before addressing the problem with the library's current inventory of computer accessibility features, the slide you're looking at now is of the library's ZoomText keyboard and software that is installed on one computer. However, this is the extent of the computer-driven accessibility tools available. As well as the library has a significant lack of technological devices that would assist persons with disabilities and allow them greater access to the broad range of information services available at the library. Some suggestions for developing these resources would be to add a Kurzweil reader, more Braille books in the adult and young adult collections, screen readers, and refreshable Braille displays. Additionally, several different softwares could increase the degree of access children with disabilities have available to them. For example, proofreading software like Ginger or Gotit, and the library could consider adding educational gaming software like Autismo for children with autism or Down syndrome. I'd like to show you two last slides. One is of the library webpage. And this is an essential area where the library could really benefit from some changes in web technologies and designs. As you can see from the screenshot, there is much that could be done to improve this site for persons with disabilities. The text is very small, and the color schemes make it very difficult for people with visual impairments to differentiate or understand images and buttons. A significant problem with the site is that persons with disabilities are often unable to use a mouse, and the tabbing functions are next to impossible to see due to the color schemes and indicators. When users without visual impairments use the tabbing features, it is nearly impossible to see where the cursor or indicators are on the page. And the color schemes, dark on dark colors, where many of the buttons are located, are also challenging for persons with disabilities. In this last slide, we see a great example of some of the things the library could consider in altering the design of the website. The website has put the time and focus into persons with disabilities and has created an easy-to-read tab and generally navigable site. The contrasting color schemes are in compliance with WCAG, something that we've read about in our readings over the course of the semester, as we've become familiar with both these guidelines and the ADA and ALA rules of compliance and best practices. Also, the Mates article on access to patrons provides a detailed framework which the library could used to initiate some of the first steps to provide broader access to persons with disabilities.